This is a concert ticket that someone purchased from my site. Now this person has arrived and I have to check whether this ticket is valid or not. So I'm gonna take out my phone. I'm gonna open up my WordPress site. I'm gonna open up menu called Eventin and Attendees. Now I'm gonna open up ticket scanner. I'm gonna allow access to my camera and boom, done. This ticket is valid. But what happens if the ticket is not valid? Well, let's test it out. Let's scan another one, the same ticket, and it says ticket is already used. So here's a spoiler alert for you. In this video I'm going to show you how to set this system up. So let's dive in. In order to set the system up, we need to install a plugin called Eventin, the one you see on the screen right now. It allows us to set up the events, recurring events, sell tickets and so on. The plugin has two versions, free version, the one you see on the screen right now. As you see, more than 7,000 active installations, mostly 5-star reviews. But there is also a pro version, the one you see on the screen right now. With help of the pro version, you can do even more. If you take a look at the pricing, we have yearly packages for one site, $69 per year, and lifetime $139. These are the official prices, but if you take a look at the description of this video, then there is a nice 20% discount coupon for you. Just follow the link, use the coupon, and you're good to go. In this video, I'm going to review both versions. That is, I'm going to review free and the pro version, so you can have a clear overview what's what. Now when this is out of the way, let's go to the site and let's install the plugin itself. So, plugins, add new. Let's search for Eventin. This one here. Let's install it and activate it. Now we can start the setting up, but if you already know how to do that, then you can skip it. But let's click on the Let's Start button. Now let's click Next. We can activate whether we sell tickets on WooCommerce. Yes, we do. I can allow attendee registration here. Well, let's do that. I'm going to select the date format. I like this the most. And time format is 24 hours. I can set the primary color or secondary color. I'm going to do that later. So let's go to the next page. Now I can create a new speaker, schedule or event. I can do that also later. So I'm going to finish the setup and I'm redirected to the events panel here. Before we do anything here, let's go to the settings page. First thing we need to set up is how many events we would like to show per page. I'm going to select 15. Select event template. Free version has only one template here. If we take a look at the pro version, then we have 3 templates. This one here is the pro version. Next one, select speaker template. Once again, it has 2 templates and pro version has 4 templates. Next, I can choose whether to include events into search. Yes, I do. And whether I disable the registration after the event has expired. Yes, I'm going to activate this one here and I'm going to save changes. If we take a look at the pro version, you'll see that the same options are here. Next one, date format setting. We already did it, but we can change it here. Select event expiry time, whether it's starting date or ending date, you can choose as you like. If you have a multi-day event, for example, festival, then you probably choose ending date. If you have a one-day event, then starting date. So let's choose starting date here. Save changes. Take a look at the pro version. The same options are here. Slug settings, event slug name. This means if you would like to override the default slugs, then you can add whatever you would like here. For example, concert for event and band for speaker. Same settings are for the pro version. Now let's move to the purchase settings. This is for the free version. Whether you would like to sell tickets with WooCommerce, yes I do. Now I can choose whether to redirect user after adding to cart. Whether he or she will be redirected to event page, cart page or checkout page. I would like to redirect it to checkout page. You can set up whether you require login. Yes, I do, because I need to be able to log in. see the tickets, download those tickets if needed. Price label text, you can add this one here. Let's take a look at the Pro version. This one here has a bit more options. For example, you can activate whether you would like country founded failed order in the purchase report. I don't like it. Next one, I can display the print or download invoice on thank you pages. Free version doesn't have that one here. And I can enable Stripe payment gateway right out of the box. Since I don't use it, then I'm going to deactivate it here. Let's save it and let's take a look at the style settings here. I can change the primary color and secondary color. The same goes with the Pro version. Now let's take a look at the event settings. There are a bunch of options you can do here. For example, you can hide event date, time, location, and so on. What I mean by that is, as you see, your event page displays all sorts of information. You can hide some of them with the help of these options here. If we take a look at the Pro version, it has a bit more options, hide related events. Free version doesn't have this one here. There are also some other options that Pro version has and free version doesn't. Okay, attendee list. You can enable attendee registration. Also, you can set up whether you require phone or email for registration. If you would like to remove attendees after failed payment, and you can disable the ticket emails. I would not suggest you to do that. If we take a look at the Pro version, you'll see that this one here has a bunch of more options. For example, I can set up the verification process, whether it's single step or auto check-in or manual check-in. I can set up the certificates that are sent after the events, and I can add extra fields to my registration form. Free version doesn't have this one here. Next one, email settings. Free version has only one option. You can set up the email that the notification are sent to. But if you take a look at the Pro version, then this one here has more options. You can set up the reminder for email sending time. For example, send reminder 2 days before the event, and you can set up the reminder email message text. Also, you can include event details in cart checkout and invoice emails. Free version doesn't have this option here. And the last one, integrations. Free version allows you to integrate with Zoom. If you activate it, set up the API keys, and then you can sell the Zoom conferences or events. Pro version has integration with Zoom, Groundhog, and Google Map. If you add your own API key here, then you will be able to display event location on a map. For example, this one here. Free version doesn't have this feature built in. Next, if we take a look at the left side of the screen here, there are a bunch of menus here. Pro version also has some features that free version doesn't. For example, locations, ticket scanner, and so on. But I'm going to go through these details a bit later. So let's move back to the free version, and let's start by adding a speaker here. You don't have to do that, but maybe you have some type of events that are held by the same speaker, so it's nice to add those here. It makes your life a bit easier later if needed. So let's fill the fields. We can add some social icons here, for example, Facebook or LinkedIn, and so on. You can add the company logo if needed, and feature image. Choose a speaker category or add your own, for example, speaker or organizer. Now let's publish it. Those are the speaker categories, event tags, event categories. You can add as you like. For example, I have added choir, concerts, and stand-up as categories here. This is your attendee list. Since it's an empty site, no attendees here, but later you'll see all the attendees down below here. You can choose the bulk actions, whether to edit, to order, move to trash, or download the details. You can see the ticket status here. It's unused here. If you click, then it's used, or once again unused. If you need to edit it, then just click on it and you can open it up. Next one, let's add a schedule here, a demo schedule, for example. Add a title, Metallica concert schedule. Let's choose a date, display the name of the Monday, schedule slot 1. Let's open the doors at 5 p.m. There is no ending time for it. I can choose a location if I have a pro version, or create a new location if it's a free version. I can add another slot here. Opening act, what time, end time, and slot 3. Now it's a main concert, and when will it end? And who is the speaker? I can choose the one we added before. If there are any other time slots, I can just add those here. So those are the schedules here. We also already took a look at the settings. Now let's take a look at the shortcodes. There are a bunch of shortcodes you can create. This one here is for the free version. As you see, you can create shortcodes for the events, and you can use those shortcodes to output your events layout, whether to display them with calendar or grid, or maybe you would like to display the schedules or search filter. Once again, this one here is for free version, but if you take a look at the pro version, then this one here has much more options. Basically, you can generate shortcode for everything. And later I'm going to show you how to use those shortcodes. Long story short, just press on the generate shortcode button, select your options, press on generate, and use this shortcode here. Okay, a couple of other things to do before we create our first event here. And this is, if you have a pro version, then license is the menu you would like to use. Otherwise, you won't get any updates here. Okay, back to the free site, and let's add a first event here. Click on add new. Give it the title, for example, Metallica string quartet. Here goes the description. If your team uses excerpts, then add it here. Mine doesn't, so I'm not going to do that. Under the general settings, I'm going to choose what is the schedule type here, whether it's schedule with speaker or schedule without speaker. So let's select the schedule with speaker, and this time we're going to choose the one we added before, Metallica concert schedule. Event organizers, whether there are any or not. If you need to create one, then you can click on this link here. I'm not going to add it. Since I'm using the WooCommerce for selling the tickets, I'm going to activate this one as a virtual product. Otherwise, on a checkout page, I have to add the shipping options. I don't need it. Tax status, it's taxable. Yes, of course. If there is a social page for the event, you can add it here. Since I don't, I'm not going to do that. Venue location, let's create one. This is for the free version. Now let's move to the pro version for a second. Let's create an event here so you can see what is the difference. I'm going to add the same event here. And now, as you see, there are some other options for the pro version. For example, event logo, background color for calendar if needed. That means if I have a calendar here, I can create different colors for different events. Free version doesn't allow that, but pro version allows you to do that. Also, if I need to send a certificate for the participants after the event, maybe it's some kind of course or lecture, then I can create a certificate template and I can select the certificate here. For example, event certificate. Creating certificates is rather easy. Just click on it, create a new page, give it a title, for example, Metallica certificate. Choose a template as an Eventin certificate here. And now if you go to the shortcodes menu, there is an Event Certificate Pro. Generate shortcodes, just select the ones you need. For example, event title, generate, use it in a place you like. Date, time, attendee name, ticket ID, and so on. This one here is a short version how to create the event certificates. This is a way to do it. I'm not gonna take a closer look at it. Now if we take a look at the venue, then earlier I added some locations here for the Pro version. Now I can choose existing location. For example, this one here. Free version doesn't have this option. Now back to the free version, date and time, time zone, choose the one you like. Start date, whether it's 1 day event, then just choose 1 day. If it's multi-day, then choose multiple days. I'm going to choose just one date. It starts at 5 p.m. and it ends 12 a.m. Registration deadline, start of the event. If you take a look at the Pro version, date and time, the same options are here. Next one, recurring events. I'm going to take a look at it later, so I'm going to skip it. I'm going to show you how to set up the recurring events later a bit. Tickets and pricing, whether the tickets are limited. Yes, it is. Number of tickets sold is only 10,000. Ticket name, regular ticket, price 50 euros. Next one, I'm gonna add a variation. VIP ticket, price is 100 euros and only 1,000 of those are sold. This way I can add as many variations as I like. If I take a look at the Pro version, then there is also recurring events and ticketed pricing. The difference is that I can also set up the minimum purchase quantity. For example, if I don't want less than 2 tickets to be purchased, then I can set it up here. Or maximum, only 3 tickets per person can be sold. This is a Pro option here. Now if you take a look at the free version, as you see, basically that's it. I can add a category, that is concerts, tags if needed, and featured image. I'm going to upload the banner here and publish it. Let's view the event itself. So it's here. Regular ticket, VIP ticket, banner, description, and schedule I added before. I can add it to the calendar, date, time, deadline, venue, and so on. If I take a look at the Pro version, then you'll see that there is also an option to display the banner. For example, whether it's colored background or background image. I can select, for example, this image to be displayed behind the title. If there is a frequently asked questions, I can add those here. For example, can I take guns with me? No. Can I sell weed? Nope, you don't. And so on. Add as many questions as you like. There is also a CRM integration. Currently it only has a Fluent CRM integrations. If you're using Fluent CRM, just connect it here. Let's view an event. And now I can purchase tickets here. And as you see, the templates is a bit different because Pro version, just to remember you, let's go to the settings. There is an event template. I can choose template 1, 2, or 3. 1 is the one you'll see on the free version. 3 is the one you'll see here. As you see, it also displays a timer. And there is also a template 2. Let's see how does this one look like. And this looks like the one you see on the screen right now. I like the template number 3 the most, so I'm going to activate this one here. And this way you can add events to your site. Now let's quickly take a look how to add recurring events. And in order to do so, I'm going to go to the events, add new, give the title, for example, weekly choir concert. Everything is the same as before. Schedule type. This time it's without the speaker, no organizers. Virtual product, taxable. Venue is St. Angerot Church. Date and time. Let's choose starting date as next Monday. And ending time is January 31st next year. Start time 6 p.m. End time 8 p.m. Recurring event. I'm going to activate this one as a recurring event. And as you see, it says, please make sure that you have set start date and end date. As you see, we have a start date and end date. Event will repeat weekly on Mondays, and the recurrence duration is 1 day, and it ends on event end date. Ticket and pricing, regular ticket for 10 euros. Featured image, let's add something here, for example this one. Let's add another one, choir concert. So, done, publish. Now let's go to the events and you'll see what happened here. As you see, we have a parent event here, weekly choir concert. It says yes parent, and now those are recurrences here. Weekly concert, it goes and goes and goes until it ends at this date here. Now there is a question how to add the events calendar to our site. Well, it's very easy to do, therefore I'm gonna go to the pages, add new. I'm gonna give it the title events calendar. Now customize it as you like. You can use Elementor, Gutenberg or whatever you like. There are some blocks for you, for example events list. Let's add this one here. Style 1, only for free version. You can select the categories you would like to output here. How many events are displayed. Description limit, how many columns, for example 4 column, 3 column, 2 column. The way you like it the most. Show the end date, yes or no. Let's leave it as it is. Now let's publish it. And we open up the page itself. You'll see this is the end result. If I click on an image or name or click on attend button, I can open it up. I can buy the ticket, add my name, for example Jack Mac. It's needed for the tickets. And since I purchased 2 tickets, the second name also. Let's confirm it. I will be redirected to the checkout page. I will fill all the details, pay for it, place the order, and done. Now if I go to the email box, you'll see that there is email. Your order has been received, but there is no ticket for me. Why is that so? It's because I haven't paid for it. Now let's imagine that I paid for it. That is, the order is not on hold, but it is completed or processing. I'm gonna set it to completed. And if I go to the email box, you'll see that there is a ticket for me. Download ticket. I'm gonna click on it, and there's a ticket. I can download it or print it. Now pay attention that the free version doesn't have a ticket scanner option and it doesn't have a QR code option. So the ticket you see right now is for free version, but if we do the same with the pro version, you'll see that there is a QR code that we can use later to verify whether the ticket is valid or not, which means this is much easier way to verify the tickets here. Now this was the list layout. Let's go back to the backend. Let's go to the menus and let's add the events calendar to the menu so we can see what is happening here. I'm gonna open it up. There's a calendar. At the moment we have a list view, but in order to change it, let's edit it a bit. Go to Eventin Shortcodes, and as you remember earlier I displayed you the shortcode. So if I need to display the calendar, I'm gonna generate the shortcode, style 1 or style 2. I'm gonna select event with calendar, full width, or let's set the right sidebar. Show description, yes or no, event limit, and so on. Let's generate it. Let's delete this block here. Add a shortcode block. Paste it here, update it, view page. And this is our calendar here. Tweak the shortcode if needed, for example, style 2. Generate, show recurring child events, yes. Parent events, yes. Generate, copy, paste, update, refresh. And now it looks like this one here. This way you can use the shortcodes to display whatever you like. Free version has limitation, as you see. Event list, calendar, speakers, schedules, or search filter. Let's generate a search filter here. add it here, update, refresh, and you'll see there is a filter up here. But if you take a look at the Pro version, once again, there are a bunch of other options, whatever you would like to add here. If you see the Pro option, then it means the free version doesn't have it here. So I'm gonna go to my page. There's an events calendar here that looks like this one here. There is also Eventin Shortcodes. What did I do here? I'm gonna show you. So first I added a row layout with Kadence blocks. Now I added a heading. I added a search filter of shortcode. Next I added a Pro Events tab style, that is this one here. I chose a bunch of options, added the shortcode here, and the end result looks like this. I can use the quick filter or the filter up here. Quick filter can be also added with the settings over here. So once again, a lot of options for you. I'm not gonna go and take a look at every one of them because it would take a lot of time here. Instead of it, just to demonstrate, I have a Frog Fighters band concert, Metallica concert. I have stand up here, choir with recurring events, and this all is for Pro version. For the free version, you can add either the list I showed you before or the calendar with a couple of options. There are a couple of other Pro features I would like to show you, and first of those is this event frontend dashboard. Let's take a look what will it do for us. Nothing to configure here, so let's generate a shortcode. Now let's create a page. Events dashboard. Paste this shortcode here, publish. Let's view the page. And there you go. As you see, all those events I added earlier are here. I can take a look at those. I can edit those. I can open up the ticket scanner. Since I'm on my desktop, I'm not gonna do that, but later I'm gonna show you with my phone how to do that. I can add also events here. As you see, really simple. Event title, event logo, featured image, banner image, content, category, social links. If I go to the next page, there are venue, time zone, ticket information, and so on. So really easy way to add your events using the front end. Now I'm gonna go to the menus and add this dashboard to my menu because I'm gonna demonstrate how to use a ticket scanner over there. One more thing, I'm gonna go to the WooCommerce My Account page. You'll see this is the ticket I purchased today. If I take a look at it, I can edit my name on the ticket or download the ticket. This is for the Pro version, but the same happens with the free version. I can also do that here. This is for the free version. Works like a charm. Now I'm gonna switch to my mobile phone and I'm gonna show you how to use the ticket scanner. In the beginning of this video, I demonstrated how to do that with backend ticket scanner. Now I'm gonna show you how to do it with a front-end ticket scanner. Now I'm on my phone. I'm gonna go to the events calendar, events dashboard. I'm gonna scroll and open up the ticket scanner here. Whether I allow it to do those, so I'm gonna allow. Open some random ticket. It says invalid ticket. This ticket is not valid for this event. Now I'm gonna start it once again. Open up the ticket and it says ticket is valid, successfully checked in. So let's go back. I have an events list here. If I click on the three dot, I have an attendee list. If I open it up, I'll see who are the attendees and I can see the ticket status is used. I can print the ticket, I can edit the attendee or delete it. And this way I can easily manage all my events and attendees using my phone, either from backend or from frontend. Now pay attention that the same goes also with the desktop frontend here. Edit attendee, delete attendee. And if we go to the Eventin attendees on backend, all the same options are here. You can filter them by dates, by events, payment status, and ticket status. Now one more thing, I did not cover the WooCommerce part in this video, but there is nothing for you to do. Just install the WooCommerce, set it up. You don't have to add any products. Those are my physical products, but I don't have to add any products here. Eventin Events Calendar handles all it by itself. One more thing, there is a purchase report. It's also pro feature. It displays how many events you have, how many tickets you have sold, and so on. You can see all the information also by events. For example, this one here has 10,000 tickets available, sold only one, how many are remaining. If you open up the report, it will be sent to your email. And this basically covers all I wanted to show you today. Now before you go, wait! If you find this tutorial helpful, then press thumbs up, this one here, and take a look at this side of the screen. It contains 2 good videos. I think you may find them useful. Meanwhile, take care. Bye.